We the real rock stars, and I'm the biggest of all. I made it. Black Gap. GFC. For years I said I was a rocker. I've been a cool kid, you know, rolling it.
But the next battle, you know, let me preface it properly. 10 years in the making, since 2009. You know, since A-Verb was on the street corner. You know, from Lions Den being called from, you know, St. Louis to battle such and such, Head Ice. Got SB instead because of, you know, some faulty business acts or whatever. There were problems since, you know, rooted from that point. A-Verb versus Loaded Lux. I talk a lot, you know, so I'm gonna let these gentlemen talk. How y'all felt?
Amazing.
Yeah,
Amazing.
Coming up watching these gentlemen and
Okay.
seeing it actually
Yes,
kind of been brought to
the
fruition
legends
was
in the
crazy.
game.
Yeah, definitely.
Should I hold up my? Can I hold this up, Ace? I want you to swing on me, bro.
Hold up.
Can I hold this
I've
up?
never swung on you.
Okay.
What's that?
I'm just, you know, it's just, it was a bet. It's
Let me hold something.
Nah, you held this already. I can hold it for the rest of the time now.
The rest of the time?
The rest of the time.
Jay Black might be gold.
Nah, I'm just gonna hold on to this. It's like,
Yeah,
the best were real. Go ahead. How y'all feel about the battle?
I felt like they both came to rap. I
Yeah,
felt like
facts. No, go ahead. I'm just, you know, this is just a champion show going on. No, go ahead. Don't pay me the attention. Go ahead, you know, they think the best is fake.
Let me go. I'm gonna let you get off. I'm gonna let you get off.
You know what I'm saying? It's just,
I'm gonna let you get off.
Okay, we had a bet. You know, this is not decide the winner of the battle, because then again you could pick a different set of judges, right?
Go different.
And it could go differently. People don't understand. People are mad. They're limited. Jay Black, you're corny. Fuck you, Jay. I never did. Like, calm down.
Yeah.
Relax.
Yeah, fact.
We picked a few judges. We agreed on it beforehand.
7 of them, independent.
7 independent judges. We felt like didn't match any. I
No
feel like Mickey
affiliations
Facts.
with anybody in
He's not affiliated with
besides-
Verb or Lux. Disaster. I literally talked to him like he don't give F about Lux or Verb. Called in the middle, Chilla Jones.
Yeah.
All these guys don't care two shits. Uber Eats.
Yeah.
He's not with Verb. He's not with Lux.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Terran Knighton, you know what I mean? NFL veteran for 7 years.
Yep.
Doesn't care about either one. So we picked those judges, and that's how they went. 5-2. So,
in favor of Verb, and I honored the
in
bet.
favor of
I
Verb,
don't
you honored
agree,
the
but I
bet.
honored it. I honored the bet.
I didn't say who won yet. You know what I mean? I just put my money on.
You tweeted it.
No, I didn't. I didn't
You
tweet
did.
one. No, I didn't.
He didn't tweet it.
You
I
should.
did not tweet it.
You said
So
so.
somebody else
I
tweeted
tweet.
it.
You know who
Somebody
tweeted?
else tweeted
You
it.
surely tweeted.
Surely it was you or somebody else.
No, I didn't tweet
Black
what I thought
bullshit.
won. I had first debatable, second debatable.
Oh, for tomorrow. What you thought? Who you thought won?
Who I thought
I'm,
won?
I'm talking
Oh,
about the judges. I'm talking about the
the judges.
Oh, the judges. I tweeted out the judges. Yeah,
Yeah, the judges won.
Yeah.
But who won?
Yeah.
That's what we talking about.
Okay.
Miscommunication.
Yeah, my bad.
Sorry.
Pardon me. I thought this was a very good battle. You know what I mean? My expectations.
Yeah.
It's unfair for me to say because I won a 15 out of 10. It being
It
my
felt
dream battle.
slightly.
It's like an 8,
You didn't watch it.
8.59.
You didn't watch it back then.
You have to watch
When
it.
you watch it back,
Lyrically,
I promise
no,
you,
this
you'll
is the
be
thing.
fine.
So this is the thing.
You'll be
Go
fine.
ahead, go ahead.
Lyrically,
It was loaded. No pun.
to me, it was a fun because when you watch it back, I don't have A-Verb's lyrics. They just, Lux just, man.
No, listen.
It's in layers.
Yeah.
No, listen.
He raps in layers.
Verb wasn't in layers?
No.
Everything was geared towards something. There was not
Everything.
one waste.
There were
was not
there were
one-
certain parts in Verb's round where he wasn't talking about nothing. Every
Yeah,
letter that
I
came out of you said you disagree?
Disagree.
I said certain parts.
Oh, certain
Yeah,
parts?
It was certain parts in Verb's round where he
Yeah,
was talking
watch it
about
back
nothing.
yet.
I didn't watch it back.
So we can't even have this discussion.
This is a horrible.
We talking
No,
about
you
this.
can't.
That's
This is
why
a
I
bad-
seen Barney from afar.
But this
I
is
know
a bad
Barney.
discussion to have if you haven't watched
You gotta
it.
watch it back.
You have to watch
You
it.
can't
A Lux battle, you know you have to
know
watch
that.
it
Hell
again.
yeah. That's why I didn't say nothing
Unless
yet.
an Aver.
And Verb in that sense of how he was rapping, you have to watch that.
Listen,
Some
they
block
were
come
both
quiet.
amazing. Yes,
You're a funny
some
guy.
block come quiet.
I know. You know. I feel like Verb was talking to Lux the way he was because the image was he's the god of battle rap, pretty much.
Lux.
They try to shut him
So
down.
there's a lot of moments, even with you being in the building, us being in the building, right in that middle section right there. It's like, yo, he's talking to Lux crazy. He's talking to Lux filthy right now.
As he's supposed to.
A lot of at least 2 of the rounds I know. Like,
Yeah,
damn.
there was a lot of moments of him though. That second round from Lux. For me, that was my
Second
personal
round from
favorite
Verb
round.
too.
Nah, I'm sorry. My
No, the second round for Verb was cool, but it didn't
wasn't
compare to
that.
second
On the watch back?
On the watch back is even more.
When you
on the watch back, yo.
no bullshit, right?
Listen.
A lot of people say this. Lux rounds age like wine.
It's a fact.
A lot of battle rappers wine.
I agree.
A lot of battle rappers.
But I
A lot of
can
battle
see
rappers
wine
wine
with
age
Verb
like
stuff.
milk.
I said that.
Yeah, I know.
That could be my slogan.
Yeah, I know who said it.
Okay. All right.
They just had to remind you.
I don't think what Verb was
It
saying was milk.
seems
No, it
like
wasn't.
I don't think Verb was.
It wasn't
I feel
milk.
like
It wasn't-
Verb had
But then-
wine
but
too.
you know
It wasn't
what's crazy?
milk,
You know
I
what's
feel like
crazy?
Verb had wine too.
You ever ate at Houston's Steakhouse?
Nah.
They have a crazy wine list, right?
Yeah.
So you can get a glass of wine from $86
Oh, okay. There you go. I like it like that.
to
But it's not milk. Though. It's
$1,800.
not milk.
It can be wine. There's wines. There's,
Yeah.
there's
I
several
like
wines.
that. I like that. I like
There's
that.
several
Wine
wines.
gets gorier.
Some wines
that.
ain't
Like
the same.
whoever said that was crazy.
All wine, yeah. All wines ain't.
Verb.
All wines ain't the same.
Yeah.
They're not aged the same. They're not from the same vineyards. They're not the same.
Yeah.
Wine. They're not dry like the other ones. It's different. It's different. You got white wines. You got red wines. You got. It's different.
Moscato
you got vintages.
and
You got.
Moscato and
yeah, it's different. It's white. It's different, bro.
Yeah.
It's different. But my point is. You gotta watch it back. In order for anybody, I implore anybody, if you like lyricism,
Yeah,
if you are an advocate, you know,
amazing.
if the ones that are familiar with me, you know how I rap. That's what I come from, that tree of lyricism.
Yeah.
If you appreciate wordplay, you have to watch this battle back several times. I watched it back twice already. 3 times.
I literally didn't chance to.
I watched it.
Yes, sir.
You have to know, like it is layered. Both of them had layered. But I'm gonna just be honest. And this is no. I ran into Verb outside the hotel. Shout out Verb. And I told him at the time, I was like, yo, I had you 2-1 in the building, and I did. I had him 2-1 in the building.
Yeah,
I told you that.
yeah.
I told you that
I
in
had
the building.
Verb 30.
I had Verb in the building. I had Verb.
Going back to the bet. So me and you bet, right?
Yeah.
And I'm betting on Verb to win.
Yeah.
And you said Verb won.
Yeah.
I don't collect nothing.
No, because we didn't. That wasn't our agreement
exactly.
on the bet. Our
That was
agreement
the
on the bet
judges.
was the judges. So
Exactly.
that's why I said I honor the bet, because
Exactly.
while I don't agree with the judges, that's what we agreed to.
Yeah.
So I'm not. That's you know what I'm saying. But I told him in the building. I bet on Lux, and I told him in the building. I told Verb. I said, "Well, you just lost me." I said, "You just lost me for $100." He said, "Well, I'm sorry about that, but you know it had to happen." I'm saying that I thought that, and I told you that 2-1 and I was from the building.
So what rounds did you have Verb in the building? You said
I had him winning the first and the third.
First and the third.
It's
First and third.
no. After the watch back, it's just no way he won the second round.
It's absolutely no way.
I mean, the second round is so
Absolutely no way.
packed
It's clear.
and layered. It's
clear.
ridiculous.
And this
You
is
have to
what
watch
I'm
it
saying.
back.
In order to
You
appreciate
have
it,
to.
in order to appreciate it, yo,
Right,
like
first.
a lot of the motives, I said, no offense to you, Verb. A lot of the motives were kind of geared for rhyme's sake. It made sense, but it was
Not
also just for
necessarily,
rhyming.
yeah.
It wasn't towards a greater whole.
Yeah.
Everything that Lux did
Every letter.
was literally that. Even the subtle thing, like people ain't gonna know. He was saying that. He kept saying that way, and before the second round, he was like that way.
And you know why? Don't say that.
That was literally.
I'm gonna say to let that bar rock.
Yeah,
Don't
that
say
was
one.
literally setting up for Offset scheme for Migos, a punch that he had that
a
was
heavy punch.
out of this world.
Smart
He
shit.
was lining it up. It was everything was
That
to
way.
a T.
That way.
So and that's why. But just watch, and even watching Verb combat it, watching Verb kind of start off slow in the first
Verb was
round.
amazing.
Verb was cooking.
Verb was amazing.
literally was like, "Yo, this is my moment. Like I've been warming with
You know
niggas
what? I think
so that I could do this."
You know what's crazy? I didn't realize, and it took the URL that trailer, the face off to drop. That nigga been coming outside for 10
Yes.
years.
regularly. He told me on
I mean-
camera, "I will surely he'll battle me."
Like
Right
You
now.
battled B. Dot and Swerve. You got
He
hit by.
surely said, "I'll battle.
He comes
I'll battle."
outside.
He's
both."
arguing with Av right now.
Yeah, he comes
That's
outside.
crazy when you think about it.
He comes outside.
And I told him, I said,
He
"Yo,
has the best resume in battle rap.
Literally, it's over. Man. It's like,
And I didn't know.
You
can't question Verb.
I made the tweet about it. I said, "Wow, shit." I mean, he literally went through everybody that matters.
He's battle.
He could retire.
Whether he lost, and he would be right there. Verb is on Mount Rushmore.
He's a war.
Verb is on Mount Rushmore. He's on Mount Rushmore. After him competing that Lux battle, he's on Mount Rushmore.
I haven't revisited. I haven't even thought about that.
I would have to put him there. There's no way you can't.
My rule's a little different.
Yeah, I said on the spot. On the spot.
If we're talking about the
Like, I would take, no funny shit, I would take a nigga like Disaster out of my Mount Rushmore and replace him with Averb.
See, I think Mount Rushmore comes more to influence as well.
That's
You
what I
have to
said.
incorporate influence
And
in along with your accomplishment. So if we're talking influence, can you put him on? I'm not saying you can't or you can. I'm just saying I haven't really thought
I don't
about
think,
it.
like I said, like nobody, I just agree because nobody want to rap like Verb. You know what I'm saying?
And that's
Shit
what I'm
like
saying.
that.
No, Danger Zone.
Holy shit.
Okay, that's a whole different story right there.
Holy shit.
But I had two theories, about Mount Rushmore already being set, and I have a theory that battle rap is in its infancies. It's infants, it's an infant, and it's not made. It's not made yet. It's
Oh, the
Sorry,
freak.
God. There's a lot of lovely ladies in battle rap.
Oh, man.
What I do.
More freaky. More turned on up here on Champion.
Not at all, obviously, you know what I mean? Shout out to the young lovely ladies.
Holy shit.
I feel like Mount Rushmore hasn't been made yet. So now we can take people and put them up there.
Yo, this level of battle rap, I think people don't remember, like, this.
We're still in the, we're just getting to the second generation.
It's an infancy.
We're just now getting to the original people that started are still
around.
We're not even in the second generation
We don't know
of battle rap yet.
Exactly. That second and third iteration is when we're gonna realize we're gonna.
People keep saying battle rap. Listen, in 20 years, people will still be battling.
That's a fact.
It won't die. It's too captivating.
I had Lux 2-1 on the watch back. Sorry. Before I forget.
No, that's fine.
I had Lux 2-1 on the watch back.
I had him 2-1. I had him 2-1 on the watch back.
I gotta watch it back, you know.
On the watch back, I had Verb 2-1 in the building, and I got Lux 2-1 on the
I might have Lux 30. Okay.
How?
On camera straight, yo.
On camera
Third?
On camera straight.
Listen,
Third?
the third on how he.
Yeah,
It's a preference thing. The third may be preference, but I like when I show people that like you be bitching.
He did that.
Like it was just
10 years in the making. You choose it.
10 years in the making. You want to cut me off
because you don't like
I've been arguing for 10 years, and you want to cut me off.
Hold on, but weeks prior to the event, months prior to the event, Verb literally says,
It's not even-
"What?" Are we back? What you know what you were saying?
Yeah, I was saying he was gearing towards. He was talking about the fact that you didn't have to go. Instead of you taking a 5-second phone call or text and saying no,
Like a man.
you did a 30-minute blog or made a 30-minute appearance on a radio show. I called you, Beasley called you, you ain't answered.
Did he actually say for a simple yes or no? He said you did a 30-minute blog for a simple yes or no.
Yeah. So it was pointing towards what you know. Lux has been credited with changing the view of what a lot of people. Yeah. But as us, we're not at war. We're not at war. Let's say that.
In a battle.
We're settling a fight. The war doesn't start until we're settling a fight. When we're settling a fight, we're settling a fight.
The war is
that has nothing to do. The details of the fight.
All these guys, bringing up all this dirt.
Yeah, that's in the process of settling a fight. But I'm talking about even still, when you're bringing up all this dirt while you're battling or before you're battling, there's still a component of it where I reach out to you and let you know or ask you. We have to communicate behind the scenes. We have to a certain degree.
Do you?
You should if you want to have a good battle.
A lot of battle rappers I know it for a fact they ain't communicate.
Yeah, if they have a real life issue or they have something like that, a long systemic thing,
math ain't
then
communicate shit.
I mean, why would they?
Serious and math.
Yeah, why would they? But that was kind of crazy. But what I'm saying is,
he just wanted to punch him. That was
if we do have that type of access to one another, if we do have that going on, then why would you circumvent that and go this route as opposed to this route as a man before a battle? Okay. If that makes sense. So that's what it was. It wasn't just you cut my time. That's not what it was. It was about you could have just said. Now, did you like in the build? You didn't like that. It didn't resonate. When you listen to how it was phrased, let's put together. I like it.
It's in layers.
I like that a lot.
It's still good. It's just I expected differently. I expected a more masterful angle from Lux and
clearly you didn't.
Calico, Hollow. I'm expecting something to level to that, and this is more so okay. You messed me over in the time limits. Let me address that now. I mean, you can say it's good or not, but it's like we want something more monumental.
So you're basing the win on the win or the loss, or the win of that round. You're basing the win or the loss of that round based on.
I also thought Verb was actually good.
Say that. Don't say. Yeah, I'll say that.
I can say both.
Nah, I don't know. You can't.
I can make
me
I
not
can
liking the
how,
angle.
I can tell you how I feel about a portion of his round, but I feel like he won because I feel like Verb was better.
I don't think that not liking an angle, whether or not you agree with it or like it, is enough to say a person lost a round alone. But once you add the other part, the other part to it, now I agree. But
that's where the full breakdown comes in. I'm not there yet.
Say that then.
You know what I mean?
Say that then. That way.
That way.
Yeah, that way. Skirt. Nah, that was crazy.
But I think that's it. I mean, how y'all feel about the majority feeling April 1?
I feel like that's kind of what the public sentiment was leaning toward.
What do you mean?
People
prediction-wise, they had Lux winning.
Because everybody expected Lux to win, but I'm feel that people wanted Verb to win. If that makes sense.
Like when
you're asking a prediction isn't based on who it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be based on who you want to win. It should be based on who you think is gonna win. Is that correct? Is that accurate? So if you're asking on paper who you thought would win the battle going into it, surely it makes sense to think Lux would win the battle as opposed to Verb.
I love the Redskins. I would never bet on them.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's not a heart over. It's a heart over logic thing, emotion over logic thing. Logically, it makes sense to say that he would win, and then afterwards, the sentiment, like people don't.
What you want and what's real is
underdog story is a good thing. Underdog story is always a good thing. Always a good thing. So to see a person that was never, his whole career has always been the person that's shitted on, for lack of a better term. For him to rise up and get to this point.
You're smart enough to realize that Wise and Lux.
Smart enough to realize what?
To make sure I really end this guy.
Lux is insulated. Lux does what he does. Lux doesn't have to pay attention as much as we do. If that makes sense. Like, he doesn't have to.
Battle rap has anomalies.
That's a fact, and he's one of them. Like, he doesn't like the promo. No promo. He does his name.
He is promo.
He is promo. His name on the card is promo.
I think Verb is an anomaly as well.
He's now officially, because of his body of work.
I feel like Lux took Verb as a serious person, but another battle. This is Calico. This is Arsenal.
Yeah, I think that Lux didn't look at it from his eyes. He looked at it from his own. He looked at Lux.
Verb was his toughest competition.
And I think Verb. You know what's crazy?
Yeah,
I think what was more so respectable about Verb.
He didn't look at it that way.
What was so respectable about Verb is he actually was prepared to die. You could tell he had certain bars and lines. I think he actually said,
if this nigga comes with his best shit.
No, he said, no, it was in the battle. I think he said, it wasn't about winning or loss. I just want y'all to know what was up with me.
Yeah.
That's respectable.
That's the warrior mentality.
Because Verb is surely
a battle rapper. He's a warrior and shit. Like, that nigga is gonna suit up and he gonna come out there like he told you.
He's outside.
He's
coming outside.
He's outside. That's why I said the shit don't count. Fuck the vets at the end of the day. Let's go back to that.
But if you come outside,
it's not about. It's about coming outside. And he's one of those niggas. He's true to that. He's battling top tier, low tier, mid tier. Been here for a long time. Just got here. He's battling everybody. He don't give a fuck. They book it. I'm coming in. What do you say? Do they say my name? I come with blood name.
Like that.
It's actually crazy now that you put
that's what he
that's
crazy. That's literally what he. That's literally what you say my name. I come on. I put blood.
Now he ain't say win, loss, nothing. I come put blood in your mouth.
Blood in your mouth. With the result isn't what I'm here for.
Yeah.
It's the fight. That's what I'm telling you.
Wow.
Yes, the result isn't.
That's
what
crazy how that kind of just really hit me right here, sitting right here. Shout out to you, Verb.
That's a fact.
Shout out to you, Verb.
That's a fact. You've earned everything.
I think that concludes the N.O.M.E recap. Stay tuned. Champion!
These rap humans is bad, moving like Pat Ewing. Traded to Seattle after both his kneecaps ruined. Went from my mama house to on the couch, then a duplex in Chelsea whenever John was out. Yeah! Yo, Shapiro.